Welcome back to ECCMID TV. We're here on day 4 of the ECCMID Congress in Amsterdam. In our studio, at least, we're starting to wrap up and turn our attention now to what lies ahead, 2017 and the next ECCMID Congress coming up in Vienna. Before we get there, though, let's just meet one more time and get a bit of an insight into the program itself. Our program director from this year's conference, Winfried Kern, who, I have to say so, you have done the most magnificent job with you and your team of people behind you. It's been an amazing Congress, hasn't it?
Yeah, thank you for the compliments, but I must be also grateful to all the program committee members that helped to make this program, this Congress, a great success, of course. Also the organization team and all people around it.
And it has been a huge team of people that you represent as well.
Absolutely.
Which I'm sure they all appreciate being recognized for. In many respects, to me, as a delegate here, you're almost seeing the swan gliding down the river, looking magnificent. What most people fail to appreciate is how those little legs are going beneath the surface. And that's what you're driving, sir, really, keeping those legs spinning, revolving. Putting a Congress together of this nature is no easy feat. I mean, it's a year in the planning and preparation, isn't it?
Yeah. We usually start a few days after Congress to plan for the next one. So the invitations for submission of new proposals for Vienna are already out.
Wow.
Deadline for submission is mid-May.
Okay.
The first discussion of the proposals coming in is early June.
Amazing.
So it keeps going on, and we will have a wonderful program committee for next year's ECCMID. So it's already put together. Many people, international committee. So I'm very excited to meet these people and discuss the program for next year.
Now, April 25 to 27 is the time frame for ECCMID's 27th gathering in Vienna. How do you make it bigger and better? I mean, we've had record-breaking numbers here in Amsterdam. Record number papers, abstracts, delegates, countries. How do you make it bigger and better for next year, sir?
Well, I already heard from friends from the United States that they will love to come to Vienna because of Vienna,
sure,
which is a very attractive city, of course. Then we thought about to do some special advertisement for our colleagues from the Eastern European countries. That, of course, who of course will love to travel short term, and perhaps it's easier for them to go to Vienna than to Madrid or to Amsterdam. So there will be some activity around it to make it even bigger than this year in Amsterdam.
Wow, and lots of phenomenal medical stuff coming through, obviously, as well. What were your highlights this year? What did you most enjoy this year out of the program? And did you have a chance to see much of it in action?
Well, what is much? I mean, I did not see the whole program, but of course I have the opportunity to see that after the Congress online. So, but I visited very interesting sessions about new genomic data, the revolution in diagnostics, which is really recognizable, identifiable now more and more. We had that special topic about refugee health and migrant health.
Which is very apt and very timely at this point.
Which is very timely. Of course, the science behind it is not that elaborated because of the short time you have to prepare that. And I'm sure next year this will be again a topic. We will see more in terms of outcomes of it. Also, I heard that very interesting keynote lecture from Hala Audi about the economics of the worldwide economics of antimicrobial resistance and the involvement of politicians in it. So very interesting about money, which is not our primary daily life, of course.
But there was an awful lot of money being discussed by Hala at that session as well.
Yes.
And she reports directly to the UK Prime Minister. Yeah, I mean, it's just staggering.
So yeah, well, it's interesting to listen to those people. I mean, absolutely. What else? Well, the common topic, as usual, is antimicrobial resistance in daily life. Of course, epidemiology of it, and I think there were some very interesting contributions about what I call, and many of my colleagues call, kind of intelligent prescribing. So, how best to prescribe antibiotics to preserve them?
Yes, of course.
And of course you need to do a lot of studies to find out what's the best way to do this. And this is also a very interesting topic for the future because new antibiotics, they are there, they are being developed, but still you need that new way of intelligent prescribing to preserve them better.
And thinking of new and innovative techniques, one thing that particularly caught my attention this year was this whole aspect, as controversial as it still is, fecal transplantation.
Yes, I know that you like that. Yeah, well, it's being done. That's a surprise that it's being done in many places of the world, but the science in the public domain is not that clearly visible in terms of what's the efficacy, what's the adverse event. We do not know exactly the adverse event of it, what's the best product, which is a very difficult, very difficult situation.
Absolutely.
Of course. My feeling is that the whole field will move to a kind of synthetic flora, microflora. So picking out the protective bugs out of that, mixture.
Yes.
And then try to do a very well quality controlled product in terms of synthetic flora, and then doing large-scale studies.
Yes, and it will all come. It's all going to emerge.
Perhaps next year in Vienna, we will hear about that.
Maybe more, certainly is. Now, I think from an ECCMID point of view, when I look at this Congress logo behind me and think the amount of work that's gone into it, you must be feeling incredibly relieved now as we approach the end of day 4, even though next week you start with ECCMID 27. How's your feeling of satisfaction overall personally right now, Winfried?
I must say I was really overwhelmed when I heard the first numbers coming in that we met our target and exceeded our target significantly.
Yes.
Our target was more than 10,000 from
yes.
more than 100 countries.
And we have over 11,000 people
And now
here.
we had almost 11,500 people attending this Congress.
123
and
countries.
It's overwhelming if you see the atmosphere. The young people, interested in listening and watching sessions and discussing in the floors, in the halls, and so it's a kind of overwhelming.
I had Andreas sitting here, one of our young reporters.
Yes,
I think you may know him,
yeah.
who also brought with him 2 delegates from Mongolia. And I asked him how the Mongolians were feeling attending their first ECCMID, and he said their eyes were like this. They were
really?
just, blown away by everything that was going on. But
I think 3 delegates from Mongolia.
There were 3 in total. He brought 2 of them, that's correct. But I think that, most people that have seen me in the corridors, that have passed by here at our studio, all of them are just filled with nothing but the utmost admiration for what you and the team and the organizing committees and the whole of ESCCMID has done to put this event on. I mean, it really has become the go-to event in this area, in this field.
I hope so.
Around the world. There's nothing that touches this now.
I hope so.
And so it's got to just get bigger and better. No pressure, Winfried.
No.
Bigger and better for next year in Vienna.
Yeah, I think we can expect even higher numbers of attendees if we do our job properly. And we will do our best to do that, to achieve
And
that.
I have no doubt, sir, that you and your magnificent team behind you are going to do just that. I can't wait to see you in Vienna. I think it's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah, I hope to see you again.
Thank you, sir.
I
certainly look forward to that as well.
Okay.
Winfried Kern, thank you very much indeed, sir.
Thank
A
you,
real
Michael.
pleasure working with you. Thank you.
Thank you.